Okay, people, if you could only drink one of these in 2026 for all your alcohol needs, which one will it be? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to drink in 2006, and I'm going to tell you why. I'd like a bourbon and coke, don't get me wrong. And these, well, occasionally if there's one in the fridge, I will knock it back. But in 2026, both those are going. And if I'm going to drink alcohol, I am going to stick to beer. Doing a bit of research, and I probably knew this already, but it's just confirmed it and just put it back to front of mind for me. A good old-fashioned Swan Draft, which is a beer I pretty much grew up with in Western Australia. It's been around for 170 years. Looking at the nutritional value on it, and if you look at that, it's almost a health drink compared to the other two. A can of beer has 130 calories. It has 1.1 grams of protein. So you're actually getting some protein intake when you drink beer. And the most remarkable thing, if you can see there, the sugars, 0.4 of 1 gram of sugar, so virtually no sugar, and a total of 7.9 grams of carbs. And something it doesn't say on there, but I did some further searching on the internet and found out it has fiber, 1.5 grams of fiber. So you're actually feeding your gut bacteria when you drink beer. So in 2026, this is going to be my one and only drink. Now, comparing it to these two here, a can of Jack Daniels has over 40 grams of sugar. Keep in mind, the Swan Draft has 0.4 of a gram. So this can here has 100 times more sugar than this can here. And this stuff here is not much better. You can see it's only 275 mils, so 100 mil less than this can, and it still has around 25 grams of sugar. So probably very comparable in sugar content. So when you're drinking this, you just got to know how much sugar you're taking. This, virtually no sugar. But I'm still going to make some rules around my drinking for 2026. And I've come up with 5 rules that I'm going to stick to. See what you think of these. So rule number 1, I'm going to have a max of 10 cans per week. Now that might sound a lot when you say it fast, but it's only 1.5 cans a day on average. And I think, you know, if I can have a can or 2 at night, I will be satiated, and my alcohol addiction, if I want to call it that, will be eased. So 10 cans per week. Now I can't just save, the whole week up and have 10 cans on Saturday, because my second rule is a maximum of 3 cans in one day. So that means I've got to have at least, if I'm going to drink 10 cans, it's got to be over at least 4 drinking days. I mean, what you don't want to overdo with alcohol is overwhelm the liver, and that's when you can cause a lot of damage. And I'm speaking, from a bit of experience with some of the alcohol I've consumed over the years. Now, okay, so rule 1, max 10 cans per week. Rule 2, max 3 cans per day. Rule 3, max 1 can per hour. So when I am drinking, I'm going to drink it slower. So if I want to knock back one, get home from work and I'm thirsty and I want to knock back one in 5 minutes, I can do that. Except then I have to wait 55 minutes before I crack open another one. So that's just going to be a rule. Okay, so that's rule number 3. Now, rule number 4, I'm going to have 4 alcohol-free weeks in 2026. So 4 weeks, I'll pick randomly through the year when I think I'm ready for it, and I'll just have no alcohol for the whole week. I'm going to make sure I stick to that one. And the 5th rule is no Coke as a mixer, only soda water. Now obviously you don't mix beer, but if there is an occasion where I have a bourbon or a whiskey or whatever, I'm not going to use Coke. There's just too much sugar, and that's one goal of mine this year, is to really reduce the sugar intake. So I'll be using soda water as a mixer. So they're my 5 rules for 2026. Max 10 cans per week, max 3 cans per day, max 1 can per hour, 4 alcohol-free weeks in 2026, and no Coke at all. What do you think? Do you think they're reasonable? And I don't know, give me any suggestions you think that would make it better. Cheers.